Hey K-popers, and welcome back to Hallyu. We're about to have a lot of fun today because today's deep dive is all about predictions. We'll start by looking at my 10 bold predictions I made last year about 2021 and then see how right or horribly wrong I actually was. And then I'll share my 10 bold predictions for 2022 and what it might bring to the world of K-pop. Before we get started, I want to quickly thank Hallyu's honorary producers. If you want to show off your bias group here, share your picks in weekly videos, and join a vibrant Discord community with watch parties, custom emoji, and more, all you need to do is support Hallyu on Patreon. So first of all, let's review the 10 bold predictions I made for 2021 and see how right or how wrong I was for each of them. Alright, here was prediction number 1 from 2020. Girls' Generation will have a comeback, and not just as 5 with OGG, but as the full group. Well, I was wrong, but OT8 did reunite on UQuiz on the block, so that's something, right? And you know what, given the SM end of year teasers we've seen already, maybe I will end up being right about the OGG bit at the 11th hour. Prediction number 2 from 2020. Big Hit Entertainment will acquire a majority of Rainbow Bridge World, the label behind Mamamoo. Well, I think I kind of had the right idea here, but I really didn't realize how big of a fish RBW was in the K-pop world. Because of course, earlier this year, RBW did acquire WM Entertainment, making Mamamoo and Oh My Girl technically label mates. But I was wrong because this year HYBE was definitely more quiet on the acquisition front than I was expecting. Maybe too quiet. Alright, prediction number 3 from 2020. Red Velvet will not come back as a full group until the second half of 2021. When I went back and saw that I predicted this, I was honestly shocked, because remember at the time it had already been a year since the Wendy incident. And as we know, I ended up actually getting this right because Queendom did not come out until August 2021, though I really hope this prediction does not come true again this year. Prediction number 4 from 2020. 2 major groups from different labels will collaborate on an album. Well, unfortunately, to my knowledge, I was wrong on this one, and it's too bad because I really do think that a collab between 2 big labels would be legendary and it would make boatloads of money for both companies. Prediction number 5 from 2020. Gugudan will have a comeback as a group. Oh yeah, Gugudan didn't even make it to 2021. They disbanded on New Year's Eve 2020. Do I have the power to disband groups with my predictions? Yikes, I better be careful with this year's comeback predictions given how bad that one went. Prediction number 6 from 2020. 1 or more music shows will drastically alter their scoring and or rules around winning. I actually got this right because if you remember all the way back in January, the show announced it was changing the program to incorporate new voting methods and encourage more global participation in its results. Prediction number 7 from 2020. Photo cards will be AR enabled. I kind of got this one right too, and I'm going to take the W anyways, because aespa Savage has a scannable CD with SM's AR app, which actually opens the portal to Kwangya on your phone. And as a side note, I definitely think that AR is going to keep growing this year too with photo cards, CDs, and more. Prediction number 8 from 2020. IZ*ONE will extend their contract past April 2021 and will not disband. Well, crap. I was honestly really hoping for this to happen, and though we did get fleeting moments of it throughout the year, they did of course disband. But I'm not giving up hope, as we will soon see in my 2021 predictions. Prediction number 9. Idols will start getting exemptions from mandatory military service. I think there's been a little bit of movement here, but overall I was wrong, it hasn't happened yet. I will say I think it makes a lot of sense for the country of South Korea as a whole to let artists that are as big as BTS have those exemptions, but there's so many political factors that make it so unlikely to actually happen. And my final prediction from 2020. ITZY will go on a global tour. Well, obviously COVID has been ravaging the world longer than we anticipated it would a year ago, but still, I was wrong on this one. TWICE is holding a North America tour soon though, so maybe ITZY will actually follow suit with a world tour this year. So let's see where that leaves me. From my count, I see that I got 3 out of 10 right, which honestly, considering how bold the predictions were, is not half bad. Now let's see if I can stay that bold and do better than 3 out of 10 for 2022. So here are my 10 bold predictions for K-pop in 2022. Prediction number 1. We will get a Girls' Generation OGG comeback early in 2022 and an OT8 digital single for their 15th anniversary in August. Yes, I am sticking to my guns on this one. SM's teaser schedule has given me a year's supply of clown makeup, and I am feeling confident that we will see OGG have a comeback in the not too distant future. There have already been rumblings too of something being planned for their 15th anniversary as a group, so here is to hoping. Prediction number 2. TWICE will debut 2 subunits. Alright, buckle up because I'm getting real specific on this one, so if I'm right, I will be amazed. I'm predicting that we'll finally see a Momo, Sana, and Mina J-Line Japanese single, and a second subunit consisting of Jihyo, Nayeon, and Junghyun that releases a ballad for a subunit debut. Like I said, this one is really specific, so I'm most likely going to be completely wrong. But if I'm right... Alright, prediction number 3. BTS will release a full Korean album. This one probably doesn't sound too radical, but to be fair, BTS didn't release a Korean song in 2021. I think BTS knows they kind of owe the Korean general public some love at this point, and I think in 2022, they'll get back to their roots a bit more, some domestic concerts, promotions, and a full Korean album. Oh, and of course, another Suga mixtape, please. Prediction number 4. Ador's girl group will usher in a new age of girl group concepts. I don't think I can convey just how much I am struggling to temper my expectations for the new girl group coming out of HYBE's sublabel Ador. This girl group, of course, will be the work of Min Hee Jin, who is responsible for basically every hit that came out of an SM group in the past 15 years. And like we were discussing earlier this week on the Hallyu Discord server, I think the fact that Min Hee Jin has been keeping a debut song ready for 2 years suggests she's not going to be following the current trends in K-pop with this group. Much like Dreamcatcher's debut really opened the door to dark, hardcore rock concepts for girl groups, I think this Ador girl group is going to start a new era of girl group concepts, and boy would I be happy if it ended up being a second generation renaissance. Prediction number 5. Jisoo will get a solo debut before Blackpink has another group comeback. There's been a lot of rumblings throughout the year about a possible Jisoo solo debut, especially since she's the only member in Blackpink to not have a debut yet. And frankly, I kind of get the feeling that YG Entertainment is content with solo promotions for all the Blackpink members right now, whether that be solo music, modeling, or other solo activities. And I will say, if Jisoo does have a solo debut, there better be a studio version of her singing Clarity. Seeing her sing that live was just otherworldly. Prediction number 6. Concerts selling online passes will be the new normal. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying concerts will stay online in 2022 with no live audiences, but I do think companies will still sell virtual tickets to most concerts going forward. I mean, why not open up one of the nights on a concert to more people that couldn't attend it and make more money doing it? It seems like a win-win for fans and the labels. Prediction number 7. SM will release more SM Culture Universe episodes with other artists starring alongside aespa. SM's Culture Universe episode 1 back in May was very impressive, and I got a sneaking suspicion that they're working on a lot more of that content behind the scenes for 2022. Now admittedly, there have been smaller Kwangya references here and there in other SM artists' work, but I think we're going to see that universe expand a lot in 2022 and have a lot more SM artists star in future episodes. Prediction number 8. We will get an IZ*ONE reunion at the 2022 Mamas. See, I told you I wasn't giving up. Honestly, I was going to make this prediction already, but the fact that we actually got a 101 reunion stage at this year's Mamas just makes me even more emboldened in hoping for a reunion from these amazing girls. And selfishly, if they do have a reunion stage, I kind of want to see them perform Nekoya. I know it would never happen, but that is a big guilty pleasure song of mine for sure. Prediction number 9. IU will announce a tour in North America and Europe. Alright, I'll level with you guys, this is straight up me projecting and talking this into existence because seeing IU live is literally on my bucket list. But for all the success this amazing soloist has had, she's never toured in North America or Europe. So here's to hoping that 2022 is the year that IU slays the world in person. And my final prediction for 2022. Weverse will start incorporating NFTs into its platform. NFTs have a big future in the tech sphere, and given some investments HYBE has already been making, I think Weverse is going to start incorporating NFTs into a bunch of aspects of their products. A couple of places that seem to immediately jump out at me are profile pictures and usernames, where you could actually say own the BTS logo as a profile picture on Weverse and trade it whenever you wish. Alright, those are my 10 bold predictions for this upcoming year in K-pop. I definitely want to know what you think 2022 will bring to the world of K-pop too, so share your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, thanks so much for watching this deep dive, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss all the great K-pop content coming your way right here at Hallyu. This has been Deep Dive number 84, 2022 predictions.